Let me guess, you're doing everything right. Bills paid on time, making those minimum payments, trying to stay responsible. But somehow that balance never moves. It's like running on a treadmill. All effort, no progress. We were told, go to college, get a good job, build credit. That's the smart thing to do. But turns out, the system was built to keep us paying forever. It's like the rules are written to make banks win, not you. Every month feels the same. Paycheck in, payments out. You're not building a life. You're maintaining one. It's exhausting watching your hard work disappear the second it rises. Here's the scary part. If you keep doing what you've been told, just making payments, you could spend the next 20 years paying for stuff you bought last decade. But there's a simple rule that flips the whole script and helps you finally break free. Hey, I'm John. Welcome to Cash Plan with John, where we make money make sense. Your journey to financial freedom starts here. If you want less stress and more control over your money, hit that subscribe button and let's build wealth together. This video is for educational purposes only. Always do your own research before making financial decisions. In this video, we'll break down the simple rule that can help you pay off debt faster with real-life numbers, examples, and mistakes to avoid. Stick around till the end, because Part 9 might save you thousands. Here's the rule that flips everything. Pay yourself first. Sounds simple, but it's the difference between being stuck in survival mode and finally moving forward. When your money works for you first, you stop feeling like you're always catching up. Here's the 50-30 plan. 50% essentials, 30% debt, 20% saving and investing. You're not cutting life. You're upgrading it. It's not about being cheap. It's about being in control and watching your debt shrink while your future grows. Let's say you make $3,000 a month. That's $1,500 for essentials, $900 toward debt, and $600 into savings or investing. The goal isn't just surviving. It's creating breathing room and building momentum toward real freedom. Most people wait to have extra before saving, but that day never comes. The system is built to keep you tired and broke. Flip the script. Make your money fight for you first. Remember what Buffett said, spend what's left after saving. You know what's crazy? Interest isn't just about money, it's about time. Every dollar you pay in interest is like giving away hours, days, even years of your life to the bank. That 18% rate, it's not just numbers, it's your future being rented out. Let's put it this way. If you owe 10 grand at 18% and only make minimum payments, you're stuck for decades. You'll end up paying over $13,000 just in interest. That's like buying your debt twice and still not owning your freedom. Now picture this. What if every dollar you earn worked for you, not your lender? Imagine opening your paycheck and knowing that every bit of it builds your future. That's the moment you take your time and your power back. People love to say there's such a thing as good debt. But let's be real. Good for who? The lender. The truth is, debt is profitable, but not for you. The moment you understand interest, you stop paying it and start earning it. There are two main ways people crush debt: the avalanche and the snowball. Avalanche hits the biggest interest first, saving you more money long term. Snowball hits the smallest debt first, giving you a quick win and a boost of motivation. The avalanche method looks smart on paper. It saves you the most money. But sometimes, the math doesn't motivate you when you're staring at a mountain of debt. It's the little wins that keep you climbing. That's why most people stick with the snowball. You knock out one small debt, then another, and suddenly momentum kicks in. It feels like oxygen after holding your breath for years. Don't chase perfection. A good enough plan beats a someday plan every time. Remember, motivation gets you started. Habit keeps you going. Let's be real. Most budgets fail because they're too complicated. You don't need 12 categories or a spreadsheet that looks like NASA made it. What you need is clarity. Just 3 simple buckets: essentials, freedom, and future. Here's the magic formula: 70% for needs, 20% for debt or savings, and 10% for fun. That's it. Simple enough to do without an app, but powerful enough to give you control over your entire paycheck. Once you start using this rule, your money finally starts to make sense. You stop reacting and start deciding. Every dollar has a purpose, and that feels powerful. You're no longer lost, you're in charge. Most people quit budgets because they feel like punishment. But when you flip it, when you see budgeting as freedom instead of restriction, everything changes. Like John C. Maxwell said, a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Let's be real, saving only gets you so far. You can't save what you don't earn. But that doesn't mean you need to grind 10 extra hours a week. Think smart. Not harder. Use your skills, your time, and your creativity to bring in a little extra cash without losing your weekends. Even just $200 a month from freelancing, selling old stuff, or using your talents online. That's $2,000 for $100 a year. That's months off your debt timeline and way less stress in your wallet. You're not chasing cash, you're buying back time. The goal isn't to grind harder, it's to create space for choices, rest, and freedom. You decide when to work, when to chill, and when to dream bigger. But here's the trap. If that extra money just feeds lifestyle creep, you're back to square one. Use that cash to crush debt and build freedom. Like Kiyosaki said, don't just work for money. Make money work for you. Let's be real, money problems usually aren't about math. Most of us know what to do. We just don't always do it. It's not about the calculator. It's about consistency, habits, and mindset. Research shows 80% of financial success is behavior, only 20% is knowledge. You could read every money book out there, but if your habits don't change, your balance won't either. Imagine buying something and feeling nothing, no guilt, no thrill, because your joy isn't tied to stuff anymore. That's real freedom, when your emotions and money stop fighting each other. We often confuse looking rich with being free. One flexes for likes, the other sleeps peacefully. Like Thoreau said, wealth is about fully experiencing life, not just owning things. You know what's better than willpower? Systems that don't need it. When your bills, savings, and investments move automatically, you remove the daily stress of remembering or deciding. It's like putting your money on cruise control. It just flows. Start small. Set an auto transfer of just $100 every 2 weeks. You won't even feel it. But by the end of the year, you've got $2,600 sitting there. It's not magic. It's momentum. Small systems quietly stacking your wins. The best part, you stop fighting your habits. They start fighting for you. When automation kicks in, discipline becomes effortless. You don't have to be perfect every day. Your system does the heavy lifting. Remember this quote, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Goals inspire you, but systems sustain you. Build the system once, and let it build your freedom forever. So remember, pay yourself first, understand your interests, pick a payoff plan, budget simply, and automate your freedom. You don't need to be rich to get debt-free. You just need a rule that works for you, not for the banks. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's stuck in the debt cycle. What's your biggest struggle with debt, discipline, income, or mindset? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. This is John from Cash Plan with John. Your journey to financial freedom starts here. Until next time, keep your goals high and your debt low.